I think the biggest thing that we can do to stay relevant, to reach people, man, that downloads are so heavy. I mean, one thing, a good way to get exposure is YouTube. A lot of people want to see what you're doing. They want to know what you're doing. Another way to do it is to flood the market. You always got to have new music. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, people are a little impatient. They want it now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just different ways that we approaching it. You know what I'm saying? We bringing new music. Instead of one album this year, we doing 3 albums this year. Instead of just recording the album with audio, we using visual. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? You just got to keep adding elements to it. You know what I'm saying? People want to see how we actually created this song. They want to know this. They want to know the regular life. What is Slum Village doing when they not, you know, on stage, when they just chilling, and what kind of games we into, and all type of stuff like that. So it's just giving people more information. That's all it is. It's just about feeding people with more information, and that's what keeps the public interested, really.
Other things we doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, we doing mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? Such as, you know, stuff like this. You know, just like you say, exposure, man. That's what it's about, man. You know, people got to know that you coming out with something. You got to stay current, you know what I'm saying? So that's all we trying to do is just stay current, man, and keep the name out there and keep, you know, Slum Village in the eyes of people, man, visually.
Advice I would give somebody trying to get in the game. With producers, the advice I would get, MySpace, and give away stuff. I see, and just, you know, just get any type of way of connection, because MySpace is a good tool that's connecting artists and people together so easily. I met so many people through MySpace. You know what I'm saying? It's a good tool. So for producers, I'll definitely put your beats out there. If they hot and the guy go to your page, a person will hit you up, because dope beats is dope beats. You know what I'm saying? As far as MCs, of course MySpace as well, but try to take over your community where you at. That's what I tell for MCs. Do shows. Create a name in your city. I should be able to come to your city and say, okay, who dope, man, on the underground, and your name should pop up on that list. If you're not doing that, then you're not doing your job, because that's where it starts. It starts your city, and then, okay, you start building that, then you come out with your local CD, and then you spread it through MySpace, and then you just go on from there, really. So with us, it was a little tougher back then because we didn't have MySpace. Couldn't just connect to people like that. It wasn't a good look. People had to hear about us word of mouth, and our CD had to travel and miles and miles for someone to hear. So it's just quick now. So if you hot, you hot. You know, those are my advice to people coming up.
YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Just working with the internet, man. I mean, really, that's the future right there. Pretty soon, they're not gonna even have stores that you can get your CDs from, you know, where you can walk to get your CDs from. You gotta get them online, you know what I'm saying? So that's really like the future. I mean, people they got marketing plans for the internet now, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a gateway, you know, to get from this side of the earth to the other side of the earth, you know, faster than the speed of sound. So, I mean, it's great advice, man, to get on the internet and really get it moving, man, because a lot of people's making noise that way.
On the non-internet side of things, you gotta be in people's face. That's it. It's still old school like that. Go arrive at concerts with CDs, and maybe they listen to it, maybe they won't. A lot of times artists do now, because you just never know. I know we listen to more than we throw away. You know what I'm saying? And we may listen and throw away, but we used to just throw it away. Like, we don't even listen, but we really sit down and we listen to CDs. And producers say they got to see, okay, we'll listen to it. But when you've been doing this as long as we have, it only take me to hear like 10 seconds of your tracks to know if I like it. 10 seconds, that's it. After that, I'm like, okay, no, okay, this gone. You know what I'm saying? And then you can hear the potential, especially when you've been doing it as long as we have. It don't take long to know when somebody got good tracks or got the potential to have good tracks. So just stay in people's face. That's it. Real old school like that. Concerts. whatever. Touring is definitely a big part of our livelihood. And with the internet is a way to get closer to people who want to book you. So it makes it quicker to connect with people. So touring always been a part of that. And we started off going overseas first. See, us underground artists, quote unquote underground artists, sometimes the States don't get it as quickly as overseas do. So we grew a big fan base overseas before we did in the States. I mean, we had a fan base, but it wasn't as big. I mean, we always touring. I mean, for artists like Slum, Talib, Roots, we stay on the road. That's what we do. That's how we live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we get the record deals and you get money off of that, but touring, little brother, touring, everybody. That's how you get money. That's one of the million ways, but in this game, to win, you gotta be doing 9 things. If you're not doing 9 things, you're not winning. Or you're not getting your money from this music game, you must be getting your money for something else. And being me, I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a hustler on that tip, so I gotta hustle within my musical craft. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, some people don't need to eat off of music, but that's the way, you know, that's what pays my bills. That's what gets me going. That's how I, Slum Village get through life. So I gotta hustle, you know what I'm saying? So that's why the endorsements is key and everything else. Movies, all that, it's all key.